Yeah, I think first of all, that was a high-level college basketball team. We played against a really, really good Winthrop team, and they gave us, their best shot. I thought our guys started the game out well. When they made a run there in the first half, we was able to respond to that run, and then late in the game, they made a push at it, and our guys were able to withstand that and be able to win the game. I think, I'm thinking as a coach now, of certain things that we got to work on to continue to get better. Um, but when we win the backboard and our guards are playing really good, and we get something from our bigs, that's who we're gonna be all year long. So if those three guards don't have a good night, it might not be a night for us. But we had two of them really, really play well. I thought AJ did a good job controlling the pace, even though he didn't score as much, and that's what we need. We need every night somebody else to step up and make a play. I thought the young fella Tristan late got a big defensive rebound. Derek got a big defensive rebound late to sort of help us close out the game.
So yeah, you mentioned those were the good parts of the game.
Yep.
Defense, shooting percentage was decent, and
Yep.
then rebounding was exceptional, and that allowed you to kind of overcome what would have been a bad part of the game, the turnovers, sometimes careless.
Yeah, I think for us it's just understanding that the game gives you something, and sometimes it takes from you too. The thing you cannot do in this game is worry about what just happened. So I thought too many times we worried about a missed free throw, which hurts us on the defensive end. Then we compounded with another mistake. That's just mental toughness. We got to be able to get better than that. I think you do that in practice by putting them in those situations, calling some bad calls, calling some things that cause turnovers, and then watching them respond to it a little bit better. So we got some older guys, and I do believe they'll be able to respond a little bit better next time we're in those situations.
It's early in the season, so we'll kind of look back and compare everything that what last season was. So, do you feel that you have more scoring options this season than you did last season?
Uh, yeah, I mean, I think last year those guys gave me everything that they could, and I think this year we do have a little bit more talent, from the guards position. Our bigs can do a little bit of everything. Nodrick wasn't really in the flow, but he's an excellent defender. He gives us extra possessions. Derek's is big and physical. Jerry can step out and shoot it. He can score on the block. Brady can step out and shoot it, and he can protect the rim. He's been doing a good job at that. So, I like the guys I had on my team last year. I love the guys I have on the team this year.
And you think you have some more options out there? Rashid kind of carried you a little bit last year up here.
Yeah, Rashid will still have moments like today at the end of the game. We put the ball in his hand and let him make a play, right? But he doesn't have to do it 40 minutes. That's a lot for somebody else to do. So AJ made a couple shots early. Beetle got us going a little bit. Braden stepped in and made a shot or two here. Reggie made some plays as well. And then she can close it out at the end. That's where we want to be at.
I asked the players about this as well, but with so few home games, I think you have one more game literally before New Year's.
Mhm.
So, do you feel you have to make the most of these games with just the three home games early?
Yeah, I think at home, I think when you think of trying to be a really good team, you win at home. So if we had 9 before the new year, we'd be trying to win and protect home. I think you find out a lot when you're on the road about yourself. When the fans aren't cheering for you, when things don't go your way and you get in those adverse moments, sort of how we respond. So I think doing that will help us get ready for conference play. I really truly do, and I think we have some games that are winnable on the road.
Just being at home,
Mhm.
you saw the crowd tonight, the biggest crowd since 2015. Just what can you say about the crowd, especially the students who stayed
Yeah.
through the whole game?
Yeah, I think that's when you think of college basketball. I said it earlier. Who cared if it was Louisville, Kentucky on TV, right? It was Coastal and Winthrop. That's a big time rivalry in our state. I thought our students showed up. I thought Teal Nation showed up. Not only the students, but it was a good amount of fans, and we feed off of that energy, obviously, in those moments. And it's just the beginning of it. We want to make sure that we can continue in that. Like he was saying, we only got one more one more home game before New Year. But after New Year's, when we get in here in conference play, we want this place to be rocking, just like it was tonight.
51, Duncan.
Yeah.
Thought you guys did a really good job defending him in the first half, and in the second half, he drew a bunch of fouls, got to the line.
Yeah.
Just what do you think that you guys need to do differently throughout the entire 4 minutes?
Yeah, he's a high level player, right? He was at Xavier before he got there. He scored well around the basket. I thought early on we did a good job of not jumping and just being physical. And I thought late we were undisciplined and we jumped and give him an angle Now he has a ability to score around us. But I mean, really good players. Guess what? They threw him the ball too every single time. It was like they kept force feeding them, and that's what you do when you have guys on the team that can perform. But our guys did a good enough job tonight to get the job done.
I mentioned this to Josh and Rashid, but Reggie, first game starting, brought a big level of intensity that you guys seem to love on the bench, and they said that's something you can expect every game.
Yeah, I think it's the matchup, right? It was nothing that Jerry did wrong, but they had basically 4 guards out there. Reggie gives us ability. He can guard one of those guys. He's a guard basically too at 6'7", 6'8", and he can move around. So we just decided to make a change up in the lineup, and I mean it started out great for us, right? Jump out 12-0. You could defend a little bit better. You could do some things differently. He could switch out and guard some of those guys. Whereas Jerry, sometimes it's a little bit difficult for him to guard a guard.
Yeah, and then just the guards in general. Again, big night.
Yeah.
Especially Josh and Rashid. AJ seemed to struggle a little bit. Just
yeah.
Is that something that fans can expect just throughout the season?
Yeah, we want those 3 guys to be aggressive, right? And I think when we're at our best, they're all have segments throughout the game where they can get it going and make some shots. But they also have to do a good job of finding guys too. It's like a healthy balance. I thought, from Western Michigan to now, they were trying to at least, like when they get 2 people on the ball, try to give it up. Now we got to make sure we, I always say OT, on time, on target with our passes, because we threw some of them to me and I'm not in the game. But as long as they're trying to make the right plays, I can live with that.
And then Derek came in, didn't play that much in the first half, and then came late in the second half, got a big offensive rebound and a putback. Just what have you seen out of him?
He's been working hard, man. I'm telling you, when you come to practice, sometimes it's like, my goodness, it's like Noah's Ark. We got 2 of everything, right? And so you look around, we got bigs, we got guards that can play, we got some wings that are athletic. And when you see Derek get in there and make some of those plays, all that does is confidence. He hadn't played a Division I game, in a lot of minutes in one, coming from a JUCO ranks. So when you get out there in these games, it gives those guys some confidence that they can go out there and do it. Sweet.
Anything else? Yeah, just also the last one. Just coming off a year where wins were tough to come by. How important or beneficial, maybe more than important, how beneficial can it be to stack some wins together?
Yeah, man. It's so hard to win. Like you think about games that we had last year, and it was like a possession here, a possession there, and we come out on the other end of some of those. And so we try to make sure that our guys understand, like, it is a process, but you can win and learn while you're doing it, right? You don't have to lose to learn. And today is one of those situations where we won the game, but it's a bunch of things. When we go back and go to the film, we can learn from those things, right? And hopefully the team that we are at the end of January is a much better team than the team we are today in November, right? And so what we're really looking for is growth, and hopefully we can win and learn and not lose and learn through some of those as well.